The Baker and the Nun, The Immaculate Confession, Episode 16. The door to the Immaculate Confession swung open, and in walked an oddly dressed man holding a baguette in one hand and a yoga mat in the other. He looked suspiciously calm, almost too calm, like he'd just discovered the secret to life, while stretching in downward dog at his local bakery. Sister Mary glanced up, her eyebrow quivering slightly. "Tony, we're not hosting yoga classes here. This is a bakery, not a spiritual retreat." Tony didn't look up from his new project, the Croissant of Cosmic Balance. It was going well if you considered the dough looking like it had just been through an existential crisis. "I think it's a sign," Tony mumbled. "I've been tuning into the universe through my pastries, and I feel like I've unlocked a whole new level of dough enlightenment." Sister Mary rubbed her temples. "Please, Tony, not again. The last time we had an enlightened pastry, we couldn't get the smell out of the bakery for a week." The croissants started talking. The man with the yoga mat approached the counter. "Excuse me, I'm here for the muffin of inner harmony," he said with an unsettling level of peace in his voice, like he was trying to channel the entire universe's good vibes through a single muffin. Sister Mary rolled her eyes. "Is this a bakery or a wellness retreat for spiritual pastries?" Tony beamed. "It's a journey, sister. A journey to inner peace. And the muffin of inner harmony is the gateway. It will open your mind. It will open your soul. It's got lavender, almond milk, and just a hint of wisdom." The yoga man sighed and placed his mat down like he was preparing for an intense meditation session. "I've been to 5 yoga retreats this year, but this is the place. I can feel it. The muffins are calling me." Sister Mary shook her head in disbelief. "Calling him? The muffins? Oh, please. What's next?" "The bagel of enlightenment." Tony laughed, but then his face turned serious. "That's actually a really good idea. The bagel of enlightenment would be like the gateway to understanding the mysteries of the dough universe." The yoga man smiled serenely. "I'll take the muffin, please. And maybe a side of your croissant of cosmic balance for my chakra alignment." Sister Mary, now a little tired of this pastry's spiritual awakening, grabbed the muffin and croissant and slammed them on the counter in front of him. "Here. But I'm warning you, if your chakras start chanting in Sanskrit again, I'm charging extra for the spiritual consultation." The yoga man didn't flinch. He simply took a bite of a muffin and sat cross-legged on the floor. For a moment, it was eerily quiet. Then, suddenly, "I can hear them." Sister Mary froze. "Hear who?" "The muffins." "No," he whispered, eyes wide. "I can hear the almonds. The lavender. They're telling me I am one with the muffin. It's the ultimate connection." Tony, totally unfazed, leaned in. "What are they saying?" The yoga man closed his eyes and spoke like he was channeling an ancient muffin monk. "They say, everything is made of flour. Flour is everything." Sister Mary slammed her hand on the counter. "Okay, that's it. I'm done." "Done." The muffins are starting to sound like the Cookie Monster went to college and took philosophy. But Tony, ever the optimist, nodded sagely. "You know, he's right. The universe, it's all flour. And sugar. And butter. And a dash of salt for balance." The yoga man stood up, his eyes glowing with pastry-induced enlightenment. "I am ready. Ready to ascend. I must share this muffin with the world. With every soul I meet. The muffin is the key to the universe of possibility." Sister Mary sighed heavily. "Great. Now we've got a muffin evangelist. The muffin missionaries are going to be the next big thing. Can we just go back to regular, non-spiritual pastries?" The yoga man bowed deeply. "Thank you for opening my chakras and my mind, almighty bakers of enlightenment." He then left, walking out of the bakery like he was about to perform an impromptu yoga class in the middle of Times Square. Tony beamed. "Well, I think we just created a muffin movement, sister. This bakery is about to change the world. One enlightened pastry at a time." Sister Mary folded her arms and gave Tony a look that could freeze an entire vat of batter. "If I ever see you trying to enlighten a croissant again, I swear, I'll send you to the nuns of the no-bake zone for reformation." Tony laughed, but deep down, he had a vision. A vision of the bakery being the epicenter of the universe's pastry awakening. Next episode, the Great Cookie Controversy. Are sprinkles a spiritual path or just a sugar-coated distraction? The Baker and the Nun. The Immaculate Confession. Episode 17. It was a calm Tuesday morning at the Immaculate Confession, the bakery that was slowly becoming the spiritual hub for New York's most unusual clientele. The muffins had found their way into every yoga retreat in the city, and the Croissant of Cosmic Balance had become the unofficial mascot for people trying to find themselves in the butter aisle. But today was going to be different. Tony had finally perfected the next big thing, the cookie of controversy. It was a cookie like no other, perfectly round, with just the right amount of chip-to-dough ratio, sprinkled with a dash of secret spiritual dust, or maybe that was just flour. Either way, it was going to change the game. As Tony placed the cookies on the counter, Sister Mary walked in, eyes narrowing as she spotted the new creation. "Tony, what on earth is that?" she asked, her voice dripping with the kind of skepticism only years of dealing with Tony's bizarre baking inventions could produce. Tony grinned proudly. "Sister, meet the cookie of controversy. One bite, and you'll question everything you thought you knew about cookies. Is it too sweet? Is it too salty? Is it too perfect? Only one way to find out." Sister Mary crossed her arms. "Let me guess. You've sprinkled it with some kind of enlightenment dust again, haven't you?" Tony leaned in conspiratorially. "I would never. This cookie's power lies in its ambiguous nature. You see, sister, it's designed to start debates. One person will bite into it and say, 'This is the greatest cookie I've ever had.' Another person will say, 'This cookie is an insult to the art of baking.'" Sister Mary groaned. "Tony, you're creating culinary chaos. This is a bakery, not a political debate." But before Tony could respond, the door jingled open and in walked none other than Martha, the self-proclaimed Zen master of cupcakes. "Did someone say controversial cookies?" Martha asked, twirling an umbrella for no reason, as always. Yes, Martha." Tony greeted her warmly. "You're just in time for the cookie of controversy. I'm telling you, it's going to start the cookie wars." Martha's eyes lit up. "A cookie war, you say? Oh, I love a good pastry-related conflict. It's like a cupcake versus a muffin, only with more drama." Sister Mary held her head in her hands. "This is the last straw. A war. Over cookies. Please, Tony, we've been through enough." The first customer of the day, a very serious-looking businesswoman, walked up to the counter and eyed the cookies suspiciously. "What's this about a controversial cookie? I don't have time for games." Tony pushed the cookies toward her. "Take one bite, and you'll see what I mean." The businesswoman hesitated for a moment, then took a dainty bite. For a moment, everything was quiet. She chewed slowly, her face unreadable. "Well?" Tony asked eagerly. The businesswoman placed the cookie down, still chewing, and then gave Tony a stare so cold it could freeze the oven. "This cookie is too chewy. It's like it's trying too hard to be something it's not. Like a cookie who thinks it's a brownie." Sister Mary threw her hands up in the air. "I knew it. This is why we can't have nice things." Martha was practically bouncing with excitement. "See? It's already started. The first controversial opinion. I can feel the tension in the air. This is going to be a delicious conflict." Tony, who had clearly not anticipated this level of drama, tried to recover. "Well, okay, maybe it's a bit chewy, but it's also very complex." Before anyone could respond, another customer walked in, Kevin, still wearing his yoga pants and now holding a small incense burner. "I'm here for the spiritual enlightenment cookies. You know, the ones that make you question your existence while simultaneously giving you a sugar rush." Tony's face lit up. "Kevin, you get it. Try one of these and let me know your thoughts on the cookie crisis." Kevin grabbed a cookie and took a bite. He paused dramatically, then closed his eyes and began to sway slightly. "I can feel it. The cookie, it's telling me to find my inner balance and possibly take a nap. I'm torn between yoga and cookie meditation." Sister Mary blinked. "Cookie meditation? Really?" "Oh, yeah, Kevin said, his voice serious. Cookies are like little bite-sized lessons in life. They're sweet, they're salty, they're complicated. And, I believe, they contain the essence of mindfulness. Martha clapped her hands. Mindful cookies, I love it. We could turn this into a whole thing. You could offer cookies with spiritual lessons written on them. Like, this cookie will teach you patience. But only if you don't eat it too quickly. Sister Mary raised an eyebrow. If this turns into a cookie philosophy course, I'm leaving. I'm officially taking my vows of no more pastry chaos. The businesswoman, still irritated, glared at Tony. You've created a cookie cult, haven't you? I came in here to get a quick coffee, not become enlightened by a baked good. Tony, trying to salvage the situation, grinned nervously. No cults, just cookies with a little bit of philosophical flair. The businesswoman scoffed. I think I'll take my coffee somewhere that doesn't serve mind-altering cookies. And with that, she stormed out, leaving behind a trail of pastry-induced disappointment. Sister Mary stood there, rubbing her temples. Tony, I am officially calling this a cookie emergency. If this bakery doesn't calm down soon, I'm going to start a petition for a no pastry philosophy rule. Tony shrugged, unfazed. Look, sister, if cookies can't change the world, I don't know what can. The cookie of controversy has already set the stage for the greatest pastry debate of our time. And besides, it's kind of fun, right? Sister Mary gave him a look that said she was this close to throwing a pie of sanity at his face. Fun? Fun is not how I would describe this disaster. Martha, ever the enthusiast for baked goods chaos, chimed in. But imagine the possibilities. Cookie debates, pastry congresses. Tony nodded enthusiastically. Next episode, the donut diplomacy. Who will win the battle of the sprinkles? Sister Mary sighed. I swear, if you start a donut peace treaty, I'm resigning from the bakery. I'll go work in a normal place like a library. The bakery was quiet again, at least for now. But the cookies had done their job. The controversy had begun. Next episode, donut diplomacy. The battle for the sprinkles and the muffins peacekeeping force.
Polyspeaks for You incorporates voice control features that allow users to perform essential actions like opening, saving, and creating new documents, as well as interacting with font and document editing dialogues. This is particularly helpful for individuals with disabilities, enabling hands-free operation and more accessible content management. Below are some of the voice control functionalities designed for ease of use. 1. Voice-commanded document handling. Open document. Users can say commands like open document, followed by the file name or location, and Poly will open the document for them. Save document. Commands like save document as or save allow the user to save their work without needing to manually click on buttons. Poly can also handle saving with specific file names or locations as dictated. A new document. A simple voice command such as create new document or start new file will initiate a fresh document in the app. A closed document. Commands like close document or exit can be used to close the current document. 2. Font dialog voice controls. Font style. Users can control font settings by saying change font to Arial or set font at Times New Roman. This would change the selected text's font style. A font size. Commands like increase font size or decrease font size adjust the text size according to user preferences. A font color. Users can use commands such as set font color to red or change font to blue to personalize the text color. 3. Voice-commanded document editing. A text formatting. Commands like bold text, italicized text, underline text, or strikeout text allow users to edit their document easily. For example, saying bold this text will apply bold formatting to the selected text. Alignment. Users can command alignment changes by saying align left, align center, or align right. A text insertion. A user can say insert text, and the software will insert the given text at the current cursor position. A text navigation. Commands such as go to the top, scroll down, or move to the next paragraph enable users to navigate the document without the need for a mouse or keyboard. 4. Voice-activated help and assistance. Help commands. Users can ask questions like, what can I do? or help me with saving to receive guidance on specific tasks. Polly can offer step-by-step instructions based on voice queries. A undo/redo. Voice commands such as undo or redo let users correct mistakes or revert to previous actions in their document. 5. Advanced features for accessibility. Speech recognition training. For improved accuracy, Polly can guide users through the Windows speech recognition training process, adapting to their voice patterns and improving dictation accuracy. A text-to-speech for editing. Users can have text read aloud to them while editing, making it easier to spot errors and refine their documents. These voice-controlled features make Polly Speaks for You an accessible tool for individuals with disabilities, particularly those with visual impairments, mobility issues, or other conditions that limit their ability to use traditional input devices. The hands-free operation helps users maintain independence and improve their document management and editing experience. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons to stay updated with more content. The creator of Polly Speaks for You has always been driven by a passion for giving a voice to those who need it most. Whether it's through text-to-speech technology or voice recognition, the goal has always been to create tools that help individuals, especially those with disabilities or learning challenges, communicate and interact with the world in a way that is meaningful and empowering. The stories shared, such as those about the sailors aboard the HMS Victory, are not just about reliving history, they are about the power of voice. Through Polly Speaks for You, the creator saw an opportunity to use storytelling as a medium to convey courage, strength, and resilience, much like the sailors of the past. These stories are intended to inspire and engage users, reminding them of the importance of their voices, both literally and metaphorically. The idea behind these stories is to showcase how technology, particularly speech technology, can be a tool for preserving history, while also empowering users with the capability to share their own narratives. By blending history with technology, the creator of Polly Speaks for You aims to demonstrate how powerful a voice can be in shaping and sharing our world, past and present. In a sense, these stories represent more than just entertainment. They are a way for the creator to give a voice to history, to connect with users in a deeply human way, and to remind them that their voices matter, whether they are telling their own stories or those of others. The creator's work in developing Polly Speaks for You is never just about making a functional tool. It was about making sure that every voice had the power to be heard. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons to stay updated with more content. This content has been adapted from the powerful features of Polly Speaks for You, South Africa's leading accessibility software. Learn more at www.polyspeaksforyou.co.za. We invite you to support this meaningful dyslexic initiative, crafted and developed by an individual who personally understands the challenges of dyslexia.